hydraulic machines. So Meccanoplastica is a private-owned company which is established in 1983. I mean, a long story short, it will bring us in year 2000 when they develop the first all-electric injection blow molding machine. They've been the pioneer in this technology and the first one in the world to produce such a machine. Meccanoplastica is not only injection blow molding, but we are producing also extrusion blow molding and a two-step reed stretch and blow machine. Today, Meccanoplastica is the only company in the globe which is able to supply a full range of injection blow molding machines, starting from 55 ton up to 175 ton in all electric configurations. So we do not have any hybrid, nor we do not have any hydraulic machines in our portfolio. Therefore, people that doesn't know exactly what injection blow molding is. So basically, injection blow molding is a three-station process, so simultaneous. In the station number one is exactly like an injection machine. We inject the preform. Then we move the preform in the station number two, which the preform is blown. And then in the station number three for ejection. So the main difference between injection blow and injection stretch and blow, typically for PT application in stretch and blow, is that the length preform is basically the same as the length of the final product. So there is not any axial stretch of the preform, but only a radial stretch. And
good evening, friends. Hope this is the last session. Everybody should be happy. So we'll be concluding very fast. So I will not take too much time. First of all, I thank to Elite, Nidhi, and the team. They done a wonderful job. So my agenda will be mostly on technical side. I'll be covering basically on appreciation to our customers, suppliers, and short introduction to Unili, and some observation. These are my observation, our Unili observations, and addressing some challenges what converters are facing today. Basically, I will cover only HDP and some kind of maybe things we need to do to reduce the basically cost of product, to counter PCR increased cost, and some of the machine technologies which are must for PCR. When you process PCR, so you should have these so that you can have optimum utilization. And some of the things what Unili have done, they have converted one machine from monolayer to 3-layer is a commitment for recycling sustainability, and some final thoughts as a takeaway. So we go to just appreciation part. Again, I appreciate Elite for making this event to speak to all of you. My special thanks to our customers who gave input, plus supply partners and ancillary suppliers. So we discussed about sustainability since yesterday, and as a Unili, we think if we unite as a teamwork, maybe from the resin suppliers, converters, brand owners, we as the equipment suppliers, we together can do this. So that is what I see, and we can commit. So quick introduction to Unili. Unili is 75 years old company.
It's a pleasure and an honor indeed to be at this platform today. This conference, I can say, is like a Mahakumbh of our industry. And I have been fortunate enough to take a holy dip in this Kumbh and to speak in the conference from the very first of its edition, which was, if I remember well, in 2013. A big thanks to Nidhi and the Elite team for giving SIPA this opportunity to address this August gathering, which includes the galaxy of industry enthusiasts, subject experts, and eminent personalities from our industry. I would like to start my presentation with a small introduction of SIPA. So, SIPA is the part of Jopas Industry Group, which is a privately owned company owned by Jopas family. The group is, we have more than 9,000 employees worldwide and having 19 manufacturing facilities worldwide. We are present in 147 countries, so we cover the globe. We have more than 7,100 systems installed and in operation globally. More than 2,600 happy and satisfied customers.
Thank you, Elite team. And actually, I'm very nervous for two reasons, Nidhi. First of all, I have a lot to say and very little time. And second, I see a bouncer coming here with the yellow tag and telling us about the time. So I'll try to manage as soon as possible. So directly jumping to the first slide, and this is nothing but a summary of the last 30-second question which Bharat Bhai you asked in your panel. So it's basically what are the challenges being faced by the recycling sector right now? Obtaining a purified input stream. To produce, majority of our recycling community is mechanical recycling. In order to produce a good quality pellet, we need a purified stream. Majority of our supply chain is unorganized. Majority of our, packaging is still evolving. Brands are coming up with a new kind of packaging, new kind of layers, etc. Everything, and the market dynamics is also changing. So, how to get a reliable feedstock is a big challenge. Definition of contamination is changing because now brands need material. It's no more about finding, segregating polymer or color. You need to separate on the basis of whether it is food grade or not. What is the melt flow index? What was the earlier application of the packaging? Whether it was cosmetic, pharma, how to trace and provide an analytics of the brand which PCR has been used to produce those pellets. What to do with the multilayer and how to segregate the multilayer. So a lot of challenges the recycling sector has been facing. And, if you see, problem of segregation was a problem statement to us that why we cannot do this in our industry, which is waste segregation, plastic segregation industry. For that, in last 8 years, we have been working on it, and we have built, an AI tool. We have trained for billions and billions and billions of waste classifier images. On the left-hand side, how a human eye sees the material. On the right-hand side, how our machine vision sees the material. We can identify polymer. We can identify shape and size, we can identify colors, we can identify multi-layer packaging, we can sort and identify flexibles, we can identify brands in a crumble, deformed, dirty shapes. So what we did with this AI identification, we created a sorting solution, which is called Suka.
So how this process was changed back then. Initially, the traditional method for assembly fixtures was taking around 45 days. With designing and 3D printing, we did it around 2 weeks timeline. But the fixture designing process was very tedious because we had to use design for manufacturing for 3D printing as a design process. Limited expertise, again, people who understand 3D printing as a process, frequent revisions, and again, we were using polymers, we were using PET or PLA-based 3D printing for these fixtures, and the strength was not as good as what it was required back then in the industry, and 3D printing was not optimized for that kind of speed or accuracy delivery. And yes, there was design and development, both challenges were there. And that's when we came up with one possibility in designing and developing fixtures and delivering those with 3D printing. To be able to do this, you need three things together. One is design, second is material, that is right input material for the 3D printer, and right 3D printing technology, speed and accuracy, so 3D print engine. So how we could achieve this was with an AI-based tool, once again, which can actually detect. You can just upload your component quickly. This is cloud-based, and select a toggle clamp, select the base plate, whatever you want. Select the location, and yeah, your fixture design is ready in less than 2 minutes. That's the speed at which this tool can run in. But then a faster tool also needs a faster 3D printing technology to challenge, because earlier process was CNC machining. Printing, we also developed, and we have been developing this proudly in India. We have benchmarked, and this is one of the world's fastest 3D printers right now, which can print fixtures or components at the deposition rates. I know compared to CNC, compared to injection molding, this might sound very slow, but this can do 2 kgs an hour kind of 3D printing speed. In 3D printing world,
while there are many more, there is also the return ticket to Germany for the exhibition that will